This is Darkside Thrillers, your weekly turn on and tune in to serialized fiction, taking you into those bone-chilling moments when humanity twists beyond the point of no return. Who hasn't taken a shortcut down a back alley you thought you'd survive? But then, there's that noise of rustling leaves, that smell of someone lingering near, and you just know. I am your host, Elijah Summerfield, welcoming you to Darkside Thrillers, Season 1. It begins with Kept, an 8-week serialized thriller by Wodahl. You get hooked into the lives of 3 sociopaths, one who kills, one who hunts for truth, and one who will kill to hide it. Among bones and trophies under a cathedral, there's a kept secret with an appetite to hunt. Adult content. Audience discretion advised.
In last week's episode, Kenzie's appetite for justice took her inside Cherise and Michael's love affair, while startling evidence surfaced in forensics reports. And Kenzie couldn't escape a video call from family, a rare bonding moment. Episode 8, Turn Me Inside Out. Sunday morning came fresh and scented. Kenzie grabbed a blanket and sat by the pool, closing her eyes and breathing in the fragrant wisteria vines that were seriously out of control, and the sand cherry trees beyond the walled pool area. Opening her eyes, she watched the sunrise sparkle into existence. There was a calm that took hold, as if an unspoken truce had been finessed for this day of music and applause. She had been living without it for so long, but on this day, she let it take hold. She could feel her arms, hands, fingers relax in the sun's warmth, and wondered if Newbold felt the same. She stretched and went for an unadvised chilly dip before heading upstairs for her warm-up exercises, necessary for blood flow, muscle control, nerve gliding, rotations, and breathing. There was a time when her dad did these exercises with her before a concert, when the cancer and chemo hadn't immobilized her with rage and jealousy and premeditative sabotage. Justin had been gentle, had pampered her, until diagnoses were saturated death warrants. She couldn't remember if she pushed him away or if he fled her pain. And, well, her mother searched for love beyond the estate, far away from her. Before deciding on makeup and her final wardrobe selection, Kenzie's physiotherapist scheduled a massage at 10 for neck and hand tensions. She enlisted Roman's help in deciding on which dress. Together, they chose the hot pink braided cap, embellished with small pearls, a cape-shouldered gray satin dress with a puddled, gathered hemline that was both fun and sexy, unlike her life, and pink leather platform boots. When all rituals were done, she called Rosa, one of her dad's drivers and mother figure, and was gone by 11:30. But in a split second, she ditched the chemo cap and went natural. A short brush cut with more than a few new white hairs.
What do you think, Rosa? Cap or a brush cut?
Rosa looked in the mirror and smiled.
Definitely. No cap. Brush cut. Because you have a perfectly shaped cranium. Right. Am I right?
I guess, like Jason Statham's. I can live with that.
She looked once more at herself and grabbed her violin case, her purse, and 2 gift bags.
See you around 4 then. Bring the kids over for a swim. There's lots of junk food too. Love you.
She had learned these things about Rosa, that she was there in her life to stay, that she wouldn't put up with her shit shows, and she'd hold Kenzie in her arms during her worst times of isolation.
Love you too. You are too good to me, bratty pratty. Have fun. I'll stream the concert later.
She extended her hand for Kenzie to squeeze. The cellist and bassist were warming up when she arrived. Genuinely, she greeted them and handed each one a gift bag they were not expecting. Some gift cards, concert tickets in Toronto, and a monetary gift of $1,000 each. They beamed at her generosity and shook their heads. Too much. Really too much. The gifts made their performance that much more elevated. While the audience started assembling, the trio practiced until 12:50, then put down their instruments and sat in the designated area to the side of the stage. At 1 o'clock, the doors closed, and Mandy Everton walked on stage to welcome everyone and deliver opening comments with bios and the program selection. Kenzie searched the audience, then caught sight of Michael choosing a seat in the balcony. She stared until he sat and looked at her. Eyes locked. He smiled and nodded. She cocked her head to one side in a defiant acknowledgement, then looked away.
And last but not least, Ms. Kenzie Pratt, a national violin virtuoso, an internationally acclaimed violinist, a Menuhin Prize winner, and guest violinist with the Berlin Philharmonic. All of this by the age of 18. And more than this, she's a cancer survivor, a role model for all young soldiers of this disease, a survivor, a champion, generously philanthropic in organizing this very special event. I give you Ms. Kenzie Pratt.
The audience couldn't withhold their applause. Kenzie rose, made her way to the performance seats, shook Mandy's hand, and motioned her colleagues to join her. A brief tuning, then silence, a hush, then the rush. Unexpectedly, they opened and revved up with Wake Me Up by Avicii, a violin, cello, bass cover, a marriage of sounds and rhythms that got everyone toe-tapping. And the audience erupted in myriad clapping styles of their own. Kenzie moved forward and played to the front row, tapping her boot with them. There was no normal standard of courtesy in this piece, and at the end, the audience hooted and whistled in appreciation. Kenzie joined the others and bowed to both the right and left sections. Taking a moment to transition to the next piece, they took a breath, placed their music, tuned, and started into one of the world's greatest songs. Hallelujah, then the theme from Schindler's List. Next, Barber's Adagio, and to the closing work, Vivaldi's Storm. Not a person was left seated as the trio finished and bowed. Michael was set to leave the balcony and make his way toward the proscenium when Kenzie announced a last piece that wasn't on the program, but would like to share it with them. An original, pop piece she wrote and produced on days when she needed a reminder she was a thinking, feeling woman. Both lyrics and music were hers. Bringing her violin with her, she stood at the mic in front of the first row, and the audience gladly sat down and quieted as the other two musicians improvised with her.
This is just a crazy love song. It's not long, and I'm not sure if anyone wins at this game. But a girl has to let loose sometime, right?
Her violin started the intro, and as she tapped a beat on it, the cello and bass carried it while she sang. Slow, quiet, and sensual, the lyrics spilled from Kenzie's mouth as she put down her violin and let her voice take over.
Under the thumb of yesterday, I arrive at you numb. Here I am, unkind and bitter, but you slide me comfort, turn me inside out, like a ladder walking me under. I arrive at your playground in a neighborhood. Not mind your smile, I leave. You say love you, and next time, under the thumb of yesterday, I arrive at you numb. Here I am, locked down, double bolted, but the power of your pleasure turns me inside out, like a favorite page turner. I arrive at your playground in a neighborhood. Not mind your smile, I leave. You say love you, and next
She took the mic and walked down the aisle while she sang, not caring what they thought about her chances of ever being loved or wanted.
Turn me.
She finished with humming the outro. The audience was quiet, then stood and applauded. Not knowing why, one woman cried and shook her head apologetically. The cellist and bassist joined her below the proscenium, linked hands, and bowed to a crowd gone deep into a momentary reverence for her heartfelt performance they weren't expecting. There were hushed bravos and so beautifuls, but no woots or whistling. Kenzie looked up and saw Michael applauding and wondered why he did, because she was convinced he didn't have an empathetic bone in his body. He was drawn to what her body looked like on the inside, how flesh and muscle and bone looked distorted, how she struggled to control her native impulses, how her brain was congenitally wired for notation and sound, strings, language. Were her insides pale like her skin, or bruised like spoiled food, half-eaten? If he could travel to one more destination, it would be inside her brain. He wondered if Kovu caught her distinct scent amidst the 400 attendees. With 3 helpers carrying bouquets of flowers, Mandy joined the trio to say thanks and officially end the concert, inviting the audience to join the performers next door at the reception hall for refreshments. Mandy had to leave to oversee it, while Kenzie's trio packed up and made their way to the hall as well. When the cellist and bassist left, Michael approached and offered to carry her violin case, or bouquet, or both.
So, what do you think, Newbold?
Well, damn. You've got some pipes, Pratt. I think you need to live a lot longer than what's in the stars. From the press I've read, you should have died 3 years ago.
But I didn't. So now what?
That makes you dangerous. And I don't know what to do with you.
Don't do anything. But if I were you, I'd be getting a fucking survival kit ready. Did it listen? Does it know I'm here?
Again, I don't know what you're talking about. FedEx has made church deliveries downstairs. Mandy's been downstairs. There's nothing downstairs.
Right. I'm delusional, but they didn't see what I saw, and what you planted in Grant Polly's house.
I gotta go. Great concert.
Do you know what I want to say to you?
What?
I'm coming for you, Newbold. But I already said it.
Yes, you did the last time you threatened me.
It's been almost 48 hours and they haven't found him. Don't think any of this matters to me. I can't sleep. His little body laying somewhere, hurt and alone, makes me sick. And I know you are part of it. I know it.
I think your meds blur what's real and what's not. I could say, I'll be waiting, but I won't.
You don't know what I'll do to bring him home.
I have to go. You'll regret you ever trespassed.
Kenzie knew her med alert she had left in the vestry would have beeped during the concert. Before she left for the reception, she fixed herself, chilled until the meds took hold, then put on her happy face, unknowing that across the city, the detectives had a strand of her hair and would pin her photo on their crime board as a person of interest until they had more evidence. When Jack called Ellie to touch base about the wig, she was questioning the manager of an upscale boutique. He also updated her on forwarding the photo of the earring to reputable jewelers. Their rhythms were almost always in sync, Ellie knowing when she wanted to take care of him, and Jack knowing when to let her, especially around lunch.
I'll pick you up something. You must be starving.
No fish, no egg, no salad, no fries.
Ellie rolled her eyes.
You got a date later or something and you need some serious fartery control?
No date. I just don't want eggs or fish.
Or salad, or fries. Got it.
Now and again, Ellie allowed a flashback or two to that painful acclamation as the new kid on the block. Jack's strict interior world of policing precluded responsible personal relationships in his exterior world. He didn't know that was possible. At that time, Jack's marriage was failing, then depression followed. Ellie was venomous to Jack, not because she was a woman or black or buff, but because she was as good as he was at his job, and Jack didn't want to depend upon her. In time, Jack knew how reliable she was. He could rely on her not to crush his ego, not to steal thunder from him, not to accept his self-pity, not to close in on him. and not to let him watch the world pass him by. Ellie arranged his first blind date that was okay until he brought out his collection of travel photos his ex had taken. The ex licking an ice cream cone in Mexico. The ex kissing a dolphin in Vancouver. The ex riding a donkey in Rhodes. The ex getting a massage in a Turkish bath. Ellie tried to coach him as best she could. No eggs, fish, salad, or fries, she thought, then let go of it. There were 2 sales ladies working in the boutique. The owner was lively and complimentary.
If I had hair like yours, I'd never cover it up.
Oh, I'm not here for a wig. I'm Detective Titus with the Waverly Police Services. I'm investigating a case and need information about red wigs you've sold in the past year. Are you the owner?
I'm Carrie Billings.
Ellie quickly panned the beautifully appointed space.
Carrie, I'm investigating a case, and I need to ask if you have a client who recently purchased a medium-colored red wig.
She removed a small notebook.
I don't imagine red wigs are sold frequently.
Not as popular as the brunette tones. I do have 4 part-time wig stylists who have their own clients as well.
Would you be able to check your sales records? It's very important. If you do this now, I won't have to get a warrant, which is what my supervisor will want me to do.
Sure. The office is in the back.
Ellie followed her to a casual and comfortable office behind the fitting rooms.
There's sparkling water there. Help yourself.
Thank you.
Carrie handed her a chilled glass, then directed her to online business files. She searched the sales history and found most transactions were out of province.
Some were bought locally online, which left an in-person purchase by a Ms. Cyan Leray.
Do you remember anything special about her order?
No, but I processed Ms. Leray's purchase, and as I recall, it wasn't for her. She bought it as a gift and asked if her friend could come in for a fitting with one of my stylists.
Do you have a record of the appointment?
I should have.
She scanned the appointment calendar.
She made it for Kenzie Pratt in April 3 months ago. Carmen, one of my stylists, fitted her. He's not here today, but I remember him telling me this Kenzie Pratt was CEO, Justin Pratt's daughter, and that she needed a replacement wig because of chemo treatments.
Ellie finished her notes and water.
Carrie, you've been so helpful. I got exactly what I needed. Here's my card. Please call if you remember anything else.
In the aftermath of Jack circulating the photo of the earring, the only jeweler to respond was Peter Albright, who owned Albright's Classic Jewelers.
Chisholm speaking.
This is Albright's Classic Jewelers. I'm the owner, Peter Albright. We received the photo of the earring your department circulated. You probably haven't received any calls.
That is correct. Did your store design it?
Yes, I made it myself. It has a history.
We found it by accident, and it has become evidence in an investigation. I need any information you have on the earring. If you require a warrant, I can be there with one in a couple of hours.
No, that isn't necessary. I redesigned a diamond ring into a set of earrings, one of which is the one you have in evidence. The ring dated back to 1880 and was an antique purchased by a Mrs. Nora Elstad. She had me design the earrings 2 years ago as a present for her granddaughter. Mrs. Elstad passed last year.
Could you scan the invoice to me?
Of course.
You don't happen to recall the granddaughter's name?
No, I'm sorry.
I appreciate your prompt response and cooperation, Mr. Albright.
Jack sourced obituaries and found Mrs. Eldstad's. Survived by 3 grandchildren, Lawrence Hahn, Wes Hahn, and Cherise Lee, who turned up on social media. Cherise Lee, university student, pre-law, Thames University, Waverly, single. The database had her address, When Ellie returned, she shared research notes on Kenzie Pratt.
18, rich, has a record. Spent time in Sill Apps Youth Center for assaulting a nurse in 2019. Her dad didn't make bail. He thought jail time would be good for her. Plays the violin. She has advanced cancer. That's so sad at her age. And stays at the family estate with a part-time caregiver and housekeeper, while her father manages his company's holdings from various places in the world, wherever Kenzie isn't. She graduated high school. That's it so far.
I got lucky with the earring. It belongs to Cherise Lee, a university student who lives downtown Waverly. How the hell did her earring turn up in Mac's hoodie? I'll stake out Lee's place for a while, then I want to talk with Polly.
I'll have eyes on the Pratt estate later today. But we have a few minutes to eat. I'm starving.
She handed Jack 2 soft tacos.
Just what I needed.
He grabbed them and swiveled back to his desk.
Would like to stay, but can't. Drinks later? The Roadhouse, 8. You on?
I'm cozying up to my laptop tonight. Chapter 25. Then a Zoom date with my publisher.
At some point, you have to decide what world you want to live in.
Everyone lives in 2 or more worlds. We're all Walter Middies, to some extent.
Just forget I asked. Enjoy Chapter 25. I'm taking the dogs to the Roadhouse. If you change your mind, text me.
Jack left, deep in thought about his worlds of choice. There was the world of policing, his former world of marital self-destruction, and his dream world he never remembered. He asked himself if it was time to get another world. Jack was thankful that Grant wanted to talk freely without his lawyer. He explained to Grant how he needed to get a deeper understanding of people he might have angered over the last years.
I'm trying to get the full picture of your history, Grant. Your lawyer told me you had a hard time after you went to prison, that there was an attempted suicide. Tell me about that.
No one will ever understand that kind of remorse I felt. I just didn't want to live anymore. I never, not once, trivialized my compulsions. I understood them and was sickened by them. The second chance that the Waverly Health Services gave me has changed my life. They believe in me, and I work so hard to live up to their trust. And now this.
Who helped you after your attempted suicide? What I'm asking is, who would have known about your record?
A lot of people.
Is there anyone who would have a file on you? A minister? A doctor?
After my release from prison, I went to a therapy group for people with near-death experiences, how to handle them. Also, the therapist focused on rebuilding self-worth.
Who was the team enabler?
Professor Michael Newbold. He teaches at Thames U.
How did that go?
He showed me alternatives. He helped me get past it. He's a good person.
Grant remembered Michael's ability to listen without judging, his ability to instill in him a gentle, progressive self-awareness of his strengths and acquired appreciation of guiltless gratitude, like photographing nature, birds in particular. Michael helped him to identify what he felt through his photography of birds in flight or nesting. When they talked and Grant had time to reflect, he told Michael it was the birds' trust in nature, that when they opened their wings, the air would carry them, the trees would hold them, that there was a beautiful union between them. Grant needed to trust in and unite with something beautiful like that. His camera brought him into their world.
What about other inmates who are out now?
Everyone knew why I was in, and for some reason, Didn't bother me, left me alone.
What about other people who attended your group therapy sessions?
No one I can think of. No one judged me. They supported me.
Okay, Grant. I'm trying to explore all leads here.
I can see that. I appreciate that.
I'll keep your lawyer up to speed. We're detaining you for your own safety. We are assessing all the evidence. We are doing our jobs diligently.
Jack left with a feeling that Polly was genuine, that he didn't have relapses to that dark place where control was not an option. But Jack knew that most offenders reverted to reward-based behavior, simple rewards for complex appetites. He didn't understand how Polly beat the odds. Cherise Lee was confident in her own strength and purpose. Her family had thinned without much warning, leaving her alone. Her Sichuan-born father, who was 45 when Cherise was born, decided not to stay with his wife and newborn and returned to China. Her mom was called to the bar when Cherise was 3. Mother and daughter were best friends, a friendship that ended suddenly in a car crash when Cherise was 20. Her mourning led her to drop out of university to care for her maternal grandmother, who had Parkinson's. When she died, Cherise was left a substantial inheritance, her Mercedes that Cherise didn't drive, and enough money to pay for 6 years of university and rent. Once her family stopped thinning, Cherise rejoined the land of the breathing. She loved Waverly, its clear air, clean neighborhoods, and trendy shops that her townhome bordered on. The cafe she and Michael went to was a second home to Cherise, where she could relax in a corner with her laptop, the sunlight hitting her through stained glass windows. There were mixed, sweet aromas of everything she refused to eat, but never refused their café noisette. Being a disciplined comfort seeker, she loved solitude with a circumference around her, an invisible emotional moat, outside of which she kept her dad, her exes, her estranged cousins, her betrayers. But she let Michael in, something she thought she'd never do again. Perfection was difficult to resist. Michael was caring, vulnerable, tender, intelligent. She sipped her noon-hour coffee through hot, foamy milk and turned toward the squeaky door when it opened. Cherise looked over to see a tall, red-haired girl make her way to Cherise's corner to sit opposite her at her private table without asking if she could. Quickly, she gathered some papers she had spread across from her and didn't like sharing. Didn't even manage a smile.
You have some foam on your upper lip.
Kenzie offered Cherise a napkin.
We're both in Professor Newbold's class. I'm Kenzie.
Are we? I don't remember seeing you. Your hair is beautiful. You're hard to miss.
Actually, we're not in the same class. I lied. But I did spy on him and saw your innocent smooch the other day.
That's none of your business.
You seem way too intelligent to make a colossal fuck-up in character profiling.
Cherise drew in a deep breath.
And I'm not generally a rude person, but I'm here to work. Could you leave? You're bothering me. I really don't like you in my space.
I get it. I'm not sure how to handle this, because something like this has never happened to me before. But I've been doing a lot of research into Newbold's past.
Why would you do that?
What do you really know about him?
Cherise didn't like her trespassing on this side of the moat and decided she probably was a jealous undergrad who was too dull or too scared to make an impression on Michael. So thought she could get his attention by stirring up shit.
Why do you think I'd want to know anything about Professor Newbold that you want to tell me?
Because Since you're having sex with him, you're in a danger zone. I know stuff, and you have no idea who you're fucking, to put it mildly.
Again, none of your business. How old are you? 17? She studied Kenzie's dull face that didn't have the luster her hair did.
18. I know things about him you need to know. Things for your own self-protection. It's serious shit.
Cherise shook her head, knowing she wasn't good at handling crazy, but tried. Listen to me. I know all the important stuff about him, the stuff that makes me feel really good about myself, the stuff that makes him important in my life. Do you understand that? I'd tell you, but I don't think you're empathetic enough to understand. If I were you, don't tell him you've been stalking us. He'd report you.
You're misjudging him. That's a big mistake.
Cherise was clever and perceptive. She wondered why this teenager thought she knew Michael better than she did. So, what's your name again?
Kenzie Pratt.
How exactly do you know him?
I didn't until I ran into him at this neo-Gothic cathedral in Delhi, a famous cathedral. But you've probably never heard of it.
Kenzie stopped and remembered the dark brick floor and Mac's shirt lying carelessly trampled in the dirt. Sudden tears flooded her eyes. Fuck! Oh no! Are you going to cry? Oh, please don't! What the fuck is going on? Don't pass out on me! You look awful. You need help. She wiped her tears with Cherise's napkin.
I was rehearsing at the cathedral for a fundraising concert. It was for cancer research. I have cancer. My hair is a fucking wig that my dad's girlfriend bought me. I went exploring and ended up in the basement of this cathedral that Michael rents for storage. I wasn't supposed to be down there. I found something he knew was there, but he's probably removed it by now.
So what exactly are you crying about?
It was the missing boy's sweatshirt, Mac Shelton's hoodie.
She quickly took out her phone.
I took pictures of it. It's the same one in the poster. It's the one the police found at that man's home they arrested. But he's innocent.
Cherise looked and thought. This photo doesn't mean anything. You could have taken this anywhere. You could be lying. You could be a jealous stalker. You wouldn't be the first. It happens to professors all the time, especially to rich, sexy profs.
The thing is, I'm not lying. It was there at the cathedral, and Newbold saw me just as I was leaving and asked the church secretary, Mandy Everton, for my contact.
Did he contact you?
More than once, and he denied everything. Think about it. I found the hoodie in the cathedral, and then it ends up in this innocent man's home.
You mean that pedophile's home? You know he's a pedophile, right?
That's what they say, but that doesn't mean anything.
Cherise shook her head and laughed. Do you have any idea how crazy you sound? You're taking crazy to a whole new level. You're completely delusional.
I know it sounds crazy.
Why haven't you gone to the police?
I did. I mean, I phoned them, but they didn't believe me.
Really? Michael is so respected at Thames, and he's philanthropic. He gives so much to charitable foundations.
Look, if you don't believe me, call the cathedral and ask about the concert. Ask about the basement. Ask about Michael's donation to the fundraiser. 10,000.
Cherise looked at her questioningly. What?
10,000. I have proof.
I'm glad you do. This proves how caring he is. Try listening to yourself.
Oh, and I smelled something down there and heard something that he's keeping down there. Like something caged up.
Something caged? This keeps getting better and better. She shook her head again and started to pack up. If you're not leaving, I am. You fucked my day up. You're fucking with my life. Don't ever contact me again. Suddenly, Kenzie grabbed Cherise's phone from her.
Hey!
She reached across the table for it.
Give it to me.
Quickly, Kenzie put in her contact and returned it.
Don't delete me or block me. And if I were you, don't ask that fucker about anything I've told you today. He's dangerous. You're not safe. Oh, and I went back and found an outside storm door to the basement in the ground. You know, the kind for tornadoes. I looked between the slats of wood in the door and saw something move. I heard something.
You don't have to worry about me saying anything because you're insane. I would never ask him about this shit. He's a respectable educator and researcher. He helps people. He's gentle and understanding. He would never hurt me or anyone. Stay the fuck away from me. If you don't, I'll tell the police about you. How you stalked both Michael and me and threatened me.
She finished packing and rushed out. 2 women had met and parted. 2 women with fragile ties, thinned families, and singular destinies. Kenzie knew her meds blurred her intentions, made her inarticulate, sound desperate. She wondered if she compromised Cherise's trust in Michael, if she endangered her. Cherise hurried home, a red alert sparking an isolated retreat into herself. She wondered why Michael had never mentioned the fundraiser, and why he hadn't invited her. Feeling sick and alone, she needed him, stripped off her clothes and got into a hot tub. Michael answered her call and smiled at her invitation for some phone sex. Cherise felt she'd won. Fuck you, Kenzie Pratt. I know who loves me, who keeps me safe. This ends Season 1 of Darkside Thrillers' serialized audio drama, Kept, a novel by Wodahl. We want to thank you for joining us at Darkside Thrillers for 8 free episodes and invite you to purchase the entire fiction audio drama or novel available in your favorite online venues, June 2026. You can also subscribe to Darkside Thrillers on Patreon and get bonus short fiction audio drama, writing tips, original music, and more. Stay turned on and tuned in for Season 2, the serialized audio drama, The Swimmer, Her Murderer, and an Orphan, a novel by Wodahl, September 2026. Darkside Thrillers produced Kept, ambient music by Richard Moule, sound recording by Mike Donaldson. Special thanks to talented artists at Pixabay. The song Turn Me Inside Out is produced by Grace Note Music Design. Original lyrics by Meg Howell.